Hi, second grade. Welcome back to Judy Bloom's Freckle Juice. We're on chapter 4. But first, I have 2 more jokes. Why don't dinosaurs eat clowns? Because they taste funny. Joke number 2. What do you call a sleeping dinosaur? A dino snore. Okay, back to our reading. Freckle Juice, Judy Bloom. Chapter 4. Pretty soon, something happened all right. Andrew turned greenish and felt sick. Oh no. His stomach hurt. At 4 o'clock, Mrs. Marcus came home. Yoo-hoo! Andrew, where are you? She called. Andrew heard her, but he couldn't answer. He was too weak. He made a small noise. Andrew Marcus, is that you? His mother stood in the doorway of her bedroom. What are you doing in here? I told you to play outside. And why didn't you change your clothes? Didn't I say to change your clothes? Andrew made another noise. Mrs. Marcus looked at him. So, how's he feeling? And she looked at his face. Andrew, you're green. Absolutely green. Are you sick? Andrew nodded. He was afraid if he opened his mouth, he would lose his freckle juice. What does that mean? Yes, it means he would throw up. What hurts? Mrs. Marcus asked, feeling his forehead. Andrew moaned, and he held his stomach. Oh my! Appendicitis! You must have appendicitis! I'm going to call the doctor. No, I'd better just drive straight to the hospital. No, I'll just call an ambulance. Andrew shook his head, but his mother didn't notice. She said, Don't move. I'm going into the kitchen to the phone. I'll be right back. Now, this is back before they had cell phones, you guys. There was no cell phone just to pick up and call instantly. They had to run and go get a phone that was probably hanging on the wall. Andrew rolled around, moaning. Mrs. Marcus came back to her bedroom in a hurry. Andrew Marcus, I've just seen that mess in the kitchen. Did you or did you not make something and eat it? Uh-oh. He forgot to clean up. Have you ever done that? Now she knew. Well, he didn't care. His stomach was killing him. Well, young man, I'm surprised at you. Surprised. Mrs. Burrow offered you milk and cookies, and you refused? Then you came home and made yourself I don't know what, and scared me half to death thinking you had appendicitis? I always thought you were more sensible, Andrew. I just can't believe it. Andrew closed his eyes. Now, young man, you are going to bed. Andrew actually thought that was the best idea he had in a long time. Mrs. Marcus gave him 2 spoonfuls of pink stuff that tasted like peppermint. Then she tucked him into bed. Maybe the freckles would come out while he was sleeping. Right now, he didn't care if they ever came out. Right now, he hated Sharon. She'd done it on purpose, just to get his 50 cents. He'd show her. She'd be sorry someday. And then he drifted off to sleep. He had terrible dreams. A dream about a big green monster that made him drink 2 quarts of freckle juice 3 times a day. And every time he drank it, the monster got freckles, but Andrew didn't. Andrew woke up sweaty. His stomach still felt funny. His mother gave him 2 more spoonfuls of that pink stuff, and then he fell asleep again. The next day, Andrew stayed home from school. He looked in the mirror once. No freckles. He wasn't surprised. At noon, he drank some hot tea. He wasn't ever going to go back to school. Sharon wasn't going to see him without freckles. She thought she was so great. Well, she wasn't going to get the chance to laugh at him. No sirree. The following day, his mother woke him up and sang, Time for school. Rise and shine. Don't forget to wash your neck and behind your ears. She pulled the covers off of him. I'm not going to school today, Andrew said. I'm never going to school again. He hid his head under his pillow. So, I've got a school dropout in 2nd grade. Well, we'll have to do something about that. Here are your clothes, mister. I want to see you up, dressed, before I count to 15, or you're going to have to take 3 baths a day, every day, for the next 10 years. Andrew got dressed. He ate a breakfast and then drank some milk. But he couldn't let Sharon get away with it. He had to figure out how to do something. So here's his dream with the freckled monster. Notice how there's ponytails in the picture? It might be something similar to Sharon. So that's the end of chapter 4. Sounds like he wants to figure out how to get revenge on Sharon. Do you have any ideas what he might do? Okay, stay tuned.